Alright guys, this is Crypto Chill Bear. It's October 5th. Let's run through the markets. Let me just why test this. Let's start with Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, it's been kind of a lot of scam pumps, right? We saw this like on Sunday. I was like, okay, we went from 27, we rocked to like 28. I'm not really looking in super short term. I remember I made this mistake back in 2019, 2020 when I was just constantly trading. And then when I looked at the 3 week chart, I was like, oh wow, if I looked at the 3 week charts, that would have solved my, you know, problems a lot easier. I would have to like be okay, this is the top, going in and out in trades. So right now, this is printing a green. I mean, yellow, right? Is it green or yellow? No idea. Yeah, it's yellow. So it's basically up only, right? Once I start seeing like um, on the squeeze momentum indicator, I could kind of see, all right, is this going to go up or is this going to go down? I'll put this over here. Right, so for example, over here, you got the yellow to green bar, kind of says sell, especially right here. And you have the red dot, huge signal to sell, right? We're not having a red, we're actually having the opposite, which is yellow. Time to sell was basically in August 21st. And luckily, we kind of went from that and printed green. So we're still pretty early, and this actually might be, you kind of like back in time. And this always works. It's not like perfect better rhymes, right? So we're pretty much over here, right? Like, if you look at it, it just depends. Is this gonna keep going or is it not, right? Because if not, we're basically right here. January 2021. Now, let's see. I know where. So I first started right here, December 2020, right? And so, yeah, and in terms of the RSI, you kind of say on the RSI end, we're kind of navigating up, and it most likely goes here, April 2020. So that kind of fits the pattern a little bit more. April 2020, right? Even with the April, I don't know, my computer's overheating right now. April 2020 here, right? You see the stock RSI. It's kind of a little more on the bottom end there, but that's why I kind of look at markets, right? The MACD, which is the most important indicator on the monthly chart, it's finally crossing up, right? Or it's looking like it's crossing up finally. And that's a freaking huge deal. Because it hasn't been able to cross up, and it finally has. So cross here, right? It crossed here in June 2023, and it's been 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, it's crossing up. 3 week chart, same thing, looking good, right? Even if you zoom in, it might kind of be a little bit more choppy. It's gone down, but it's on the undervalued part right now, and it's just printed in yellow. So, time frame, we're still freaking undervalued. If you look at the 2 month, you're like, holy crap. We're nowhere close to the top. Here, like, I don't know, I was paying attention so much everything relative to Bitcoin and F that I didn't even look at USD charts. I was just like trading in and out of Bitcoin and F like so much that I forgot to look at the USD charts, which is so stupid. So now I'm like the opposite. I don't really care accumulating as much Bitcoin and Ethereum now. I'm just trying to exit. Because I've been involved in the space since 2016, 17. It's been 6 years, haven't taken any profits, and I'm done with that life. So if you look at here, right, so RSI is still super low, 53 at the top. It went to 85 plus, right? So But what I'm paying attention to most is on the 3 week chart, right? And then if I see our slice, spiking above this line, right, 70, I'm gonna start seeing, okay, when's this gonna top out? And that's where you look at the 1 week charts. I'll start zooming in, right? You're not gonna catch the top, you're not gonna catch the bottom. I caught the bottom. I got it at 16, like 15.8, right? I went to 15.3, but a win's a win, right? And to be honest, my number one holding is chainlink. I think this is just a stubborn trade, but I know what it's done in the past, and I remember when I just started caring about altcoins and Bitcoin, chainlink like saved my portfolio. So, when we look at chainlink versus Ethereum, we're kind of in ways we're basically still undervalued. It could have popped up a little bit more, but this Marcon, I thought it was gonna be a lot better. And it has to start running because it has the potential, right? You look at the 2 month. Let's see if we actually enough data. Look at this. Wow. Look on the 2 month chart. This is just barely going up. Super undervalued. Month chart. Month chart's kind of like weird, right? You saw it here, definitely top. Fucking idiot. I don't know why I didn't see this in the month chart. Definitely top right here, right? So it's been correcting ever since, and it's finally, hopefully breaking the damn MACD. Right, if you look at this, you can tell by squeeze that man LB that we're kind of finally getting over that. And like, it almost did it here back in November 22, and it screwed it up. We have another chance, and it's almost, look at that. Killing me, Larry. As I just keep sustaining this price action, we're gonna go up. So on the 3 week chart, boom, it's up. 2 week, yep, it's crossed since July, end of July. But again, I'm trying to look at that month, and then I'm just be coasting. I'll be coasting with Chainlink. Once there's a top in Chainlink, which I believe will be next year versus Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'll let that shit to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Sell like 50% of my bags into Ethereum and Chainlink. Ethereum and Bitcoin, and write it up for the last raw. This is going to be the last raw because we're about to enter a big depression. And so we got to make as much money right now in crypto because I don't know what's going to happen. So this last kind of bull run took me by surprise. I didn't think it was going to go that high. It went freaking high as hell. Didn't take any profits. This time, nobody thinks it's going to go that high, but I didn't think it was going to go that high either. But yeah. My favorite coin of mine is avax. I know people thinking it's like a dinosaur, but to be honest, it's pretty fairly new. Right? It hasn't really had only has one cycle. Chainlink's 2 cycles, Ethereum's 3 cycles. Bitcoin 4 or 5 cycles. So you look at the month chart. Look at this. Ooh. That's the thing. You don't want to be buying what all these influencers tell you. It's always just like all these casino coins, all these hype coins. I did the Telebot season. I made 4 or 5x on some. Didn't take any profits because it was so early. I'm not a trader. I'm just not. So I look at things from the long term. And the long term, just like I showed you guys like 2 or 3 years ago in 2018, 2019, I was telling you guys, wow, Bitcoin's looking really good. I didn't expect for it to do 20x. I thought it was going to go to 20K, consolidate, but no, that thing ran it up. It ran it up. Same thing here, Chainlink, Coinbase, all the same stuff, right? I might open up some options on Coinbase, but let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's actually been, slacking a lot, right? Made this peak right here, November 2021. I didn't really have that much Ethereum because I switched it for Chainlink, but at some point I have a lot of Ethereum. But, lesson learned. Let's look at chainlink versus Ethereum. Hopefully I don't make this video too long. So, yeah, chainlink Ethereum. Look at the month chart. I think it's already crossed the MACD because it's been stronger than Bitcoin. Again, you can hear it too. Yep, crossed it. It's interesting though. Is this green? Yeah, it's like really weird versus Ethereum. Let's look at the 3-week. But just think about it. This goes back to its all-time highs. I'm not thinking it will, but it can though. You just really see CIP. A lot of people don't really get what it is, but it just basically charges and integrates with everything. So 3-week chart versus Ethereum kind of looks overbought in 3-week, but it's kind of weird because during this run in 2018 to 2020, it was overbought for a while, corrected, then went up, and then it was going up as the stock RSI was going down, which makes no fucking sense. That's just kind of hard to do it versus Ethereum. With this, I'm mostly looking at the MACD and looking at the cross LP and the stock RSI. Because to be honest, again, just like Bitcoin versus Chainlink, we're still fairly early. 45.18 RSI versus at the top 84, 85, 88, around there. Let's see, let's make the perfect thing. Yeah, 89.68. That was the top. August, yeah. I remember it was trading in and out of Ethereum a lot in 2020. Man, I screwed up the last trade. I made a lot of F trading back and forth, and then at the last moment I decided to put it back in F like a dumbass. So, in crypto, you have to make your own decisions. And at that time, I was going, following a lot of people on Twitter, saying chain was the best thing, all this kind of stuff. It is what it is, though. But I do believe I never felt so passionate about coin. I invested in Shopify, Netflix, all these different. I was an early adopter to all these, right? So I do feel that this could go to 70 to 2 to 300, right? Pretty possible. Zip up. Anyways, in terms of market news, not too much in the market. It's been pretty boring on Twitter, to be honest. Talking about avax, with the SocialFi, all that stuff. I don't want any noise right now. I just want to just be focused. I already said to myself, not getting involved in too early projects, too much risk. If you're early in this space, then yeah, you have to take on that risk. But I've been in this space for 6 years. I don't have to take on that risk anymore. I don't have to 100x a coin. I just need a 10x, and I'm set for life. So you gotta, and that's what I did in 2018 and 2020. I invested in Kusama, all these different things that did do 100x. But now I just don't need to do it. I just don't. Right? So, yeah, any questions, let me know. And, let's keep going day by day. I'll try to post more often, right? Taking a little hiatus from my job, so I'm about to have a kid, but, try and get more involved in crypto. Even though it's so tiring and toxic right now, you have to keep believing. Because one day, you'll reward yourself and they'll call you lucky, but they don't know what the hell you want to do. Alright, that's enough on my end. Peace out.